This is like alien technology. It's insane.
Talked about the potential in the battery day.
Seriously, when Tesla holds its battery day on September 22nd.
Do you think Tesla Battery Day will be a bit underwhelming?
National Battery Day has been circulating with this background for Battery Day. But I keep coming back to September 22nd. Battery, that's Battery Day.
At Tesla's Battery Investor Day.
What will Elon Musk say September 22nd?
Present. I think it's going to actually blow people's minds. It blows my mind, and I am, I know it.
So September 22nd, as you mentioned, that's Tesla's Battery Day.
I think we'll take it far more seriously when Tesla holds its Battery Day on September 22nd, and that's when you might see the battery that can go for ages without charging. With Elon Musk, who knows?
I think it's going to actually blow people's minds. It blows my mind, and I am, I know it.
Hey, Kevin in Colorado, aka your Tesla pilot, and we are talking about
Tesla.
That's right. Today we have Tesla Battery Day predictions. So today's stock closed at what, $420 a share, $419 a share. I know the Tesla fans love that magic 420 number. But so predictions for the rest of this week about the stock price. It's going to go all the way till Friday, and it's going to be between $500 and $550 is my prediction for the stock to close by this Friday. The stock market will open back up Monday. We'll see that final $50 trade range between $550 and $600 a share prior to Battery Day. Now, hey, I was one of the fortunate enough ones to get chosen on the random drawing and selected to go to Tesla Battery Day in California, have the plane ticket, and I will be there, and I will do a video that night directly with all the coverage of Battery Day and the entire event. So please make sure that you hit the like button and subscribe if you'd like to check out all the innovation and all the news and rumors that were floating around at Battery Day. Word of caution for me personally as an investor, even though I'm a long-term investor in Tesla, I do believe there will be a pullback in Battery Day or directly after Battery Day or a day after Battery Day. Why do I believe this? It's not to be Debbie Downer. I completely 100% believe in the long-term mission and what's going to happen with Elon Musk and Tesla. No doubts about it. The guy's a winner. Tesla's a winner. It's going to be a winner. But right now, the market analysts that watch Wall Street don't know how to actually put a valuation on Tesla stock today because they believe it's just a car company. Well, if they don't understand the valuation of Tesla currently, how the hell are they going to understand a valuation after the information is given to them on Battery Day? Batteries just are not sexy enough, and they're not going to understand. I'm afraid it's going to go right over their head. So I'm going to play it safe. My speculation, what I'm doing for me and my situation, I'll be watching the stock very, very closely, and then I will completely sell out of my Tesla position. The reason I'm doing that, I expect a pullback, just like we saw last week, of somewhere between 20 and 30%. I'll be on the sidelines once it hits my price target, which I think the resistance is about 355. Some people think it's going to go lower all the way down to 250. I heard one prediction of 225. I don't care. Once it hits lower than what I paid for it by almost half when I sell, I will start price averaging my way back in by spending somewhere about 20% of my available cash off the sell to buy back and then therefore get a stronger position in my Tesla shares for the future. So I'd like to hear your thoughts and comments. What are you doing with your Tesla stock? Are you just going to hold it? Are you going to sell? Are you going to sell half? Are you doing options? I'm not into options. What are you doing? Put in your comments below. I'd like to hear them.
Further to the conversation around cell technology, I'm just wondering if you can comment on what the plans are for the Maxwell technology that you acquired, either as a capacitor or a dry cell or what have you. Thanks.
Well, like I said, we're going to talk about this in Battery Day, which is probably April, and then a lot of these questions will be answered. I think it's going to be a very compelling story that we have to present. I think it's going to actually blow people's minds. It blows my mind, and I am, I know it. So I think it's going to be pretty cool.
So here's Elon talking about Maxwell Technologies, of course, that Tesla acquired. Maxwell Technologies out of San Diego, California. The whole argument going from the wet battery electrode to a dry battery electrode. Is that mind-blowing? I don't know. Maybe if you're a nerd back in science class, but it's not mind-blowing to me. I understand looking at an electron microscope, it's going to either reduce or eliminate the micro-cracking problem they had, increase the density of the battery. What if they even take the $100 per kilowatt hour and it goes down to $85 per kilowatt hour? Is that mind-blowing? No, I expect that they have reached parity between electric vehicles and gas vehicles or ICE engines now. Yes, it's going to put a death stake in GM and Ford and Toyota and Volkswagen and start that super cycle that we talked about for EV sales. But even that, looking at the price targets, you're looking at a cheap Model 3 going down to what, $20,000 for the cheap model sometime in the next 4.5 years. So it's not instantaneous, but it's going to definitely start the clock. Mind-blowing? I think not. There has to be more than just that. And I'm wondering what that is. What do you think? Put it in your comments down below.
The fact is we've already demonstrated massive growth in cell production capacity at our Gigafactory Nevada. And you have to go from the cells to the modules to the pack. So it's not just cell capacity, but also module and pack capacity. So we've just gotten pretty good at that. And we've worked well with key partners like Panasonic. The Panasonic relationship has been excellent. They've been a great partner with us for many years. We've added some additional partners at a smaller scale, with LG and CATL, and we'll have more to talk about this in detail in Battery Day. Like I said, probably April. We've got a very compelling strategy. We are super deep on cell, and cell through battery, so cell module battery. Drew, is anything you want to add to that?
Thanks. I think you said it all.
We are super deep.
Yeah. It's a cool.
The rabbit hole goes down pretty far.
7 days a week.
We're doing 7 days a week. Yeah, battery production. Man, do we know a lot about batteries? Jeez.
I can
see that.
The only thing I would add is.
Sorry, go ahead.
The only thing that I would add is, we do have a decade plus of experience of not just like what a cell should be, but how to integrate it into the product, and that's really helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. And how to manage the cell and the module and the battery, and through different weather conditions and different environmental and different charge regimes. And wow, we really know a lot about batteries. It's next level.
Really pretty interesting going back and listening to this conference call back from January, right, of 2020 or December of 2019. I think it's January of 2020, quarter one call. They're talking about the Battery Day coming up in April of 2020. Of course, we know that got delayed for COVID, and that's why we're here listening to the channel right now. But if they had that kind of advancement in their scope, they're super deep into cell technology, into managing the cell, into managing all these wonderful things going through the powertrain. I think their big hit here, and what might be mind-blowing, is what they've done with their actual software engineering of how far advanced they are. Maybe they're going to really demonstrate that and show off the capability. Maybe when they put these 6,800 cells together, maybe their software is so precise now that they're able to manipulate each and every different cell, what it's doing at any time, to work in concert in all these different weather conditions, dry desert heat, snow here in Colorado. Maybe that would be mind-blowing if you had the same type of battery pack with the same amount of cells, and you were able to go from this percentage and you doubled it and you didn't change anything other than the software. I think that'd be mind-blowing, because that cost effectiveness and your margins would go completely through the roof, and you'd be able to really start kicking some stuff out and make them very, very affordable for people today, not 3-4 years from now. So that could be mind-blowing for some folks. That'd be mind-blowing for me if I paid $55,000 for my Model 3 2 years ago, and you can get the same car today for half price. Yeah, it'd blow my mind and be like, gosh, why did I buy a $55,000 Model 3? He's also mentioned several times about a compelling story. He used compelling story at least twice during this interview, and he used the word mind-blowing at least 3 times during this interview. So if we know that we have, on average, battery cell improvements is about 7% per year. Every 12 months, batteries improve by about 7%. Well, once again, this was back interview in January for something happening in April. Here we are now in September. We've had 8 months go by, so they haven't had a full 7%, but 66.66% of 7% would be what? Half of 7 is 3.5, so we're about 4% more effective today than what they would have announced back then. So it's really going to be interesting to see in person what they have to blow your mind. What do you think?
And as we get closer to full self-driving, that's just going to become more and more compelling. So that's, from a financial standpoint, that's the real mind-blowing situation, is high volume, high margin because of autonomy.
Okay, and then just shorter term, there's significant discussion in the industry around moving to higher voltage on the powertrain, and then, some challenges around the supply chain's preparedness to support that. Separate from the battery pack, since we'll talk about that in a couple of months, can you speak to the areas of focus on powertrain technology driven cost reduction over the next 12 to 24 months that we should be thinking about?
Well, powertrain is pretty damn good. I mean, it's way better than anything else out there by a country mile. It's worth noting, for example, that the Model S has like 100 kilowatt hour pack. The Taycan has 95 kilowatt hour pack. The Model S is steadily approaching 400 miles range. The Taycan has 200 miles range. So we must be using that energy pretty efficiently, and the powertrain is a big part of that.
I would just say the focus is on cost on the powertrain. When we're thinking about technology innovations, it's how do we continue to drive the cost down?
Yeah.
And that's through voltage is maybe one angle, but there are certainly others that just enable more power density and lower cost.
The plaid powertrain is like mind-blowing, I think. Coming out later this year, end of the year probably. That's our goal, get the plaid powertrain out end of the year. And then it's going to be like, this is like alien technology. It's insane.
What is alien technology?
It's all about power.
I didn't even think we could do. Honestly, I thought it was no way. This kick-ass engineering team. Tells us all about hardcore engineering.
And this is where it becomes so hard to make predictions when it comes to Tesla's Battery Day. Is it truly mind-blowing? Is it going to be enough that Wall Street can even understand what's going on with Tesla? Probably not. At this point in time, what is it that Elon Musk would do for you or me that we would consider mind-blowing? He started SpaceX. He catches falling rockets out of the sky, where they lands them onto a barge that's pitching in the ocean. He's done all those things. So for something mind-blowing at this point in time to happen that Elon Musk could possibly pull off to be mind-blowing to me, I don't think there is something. I truly think that a dragon from the Game of Thrones could fly out of Elon Musk's ass, and it would not blow my mind. The guy is amazing. We expect amazing things from him. And I think this is the caution that I'm referring to when we're thinking about all this stock running back up for Battery Day. And the plaid powertrain. So what? The car goes from before, did 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds? Now it's going to do 0 to 60 in 1.3 seconds? Is that mind-blowing? No. So once again, batteries aren't sexy. Mind-blowing, full self-driving autonomy is here today, and you can start tomorrow. That would blow my mind. Yeah, we'd be like the Jetsons, and that would revolutionize everything, or all those things together. The car is now half price. Gasoline motors are no more, because why would you go buy a $40,000 Ford if you can get a Tesla tomorrow for $20,000, and it has full self-driving? All right, that's a great start for mind-blowing if I can go buy one of those tomorrow. But that's not here. And people in this instant society that we have on social media, Instagram, Facebook, where everything is now, I don't think you can pull off a mind-blowing accomplishment with just Battery Day. Unless we're just missing all the clues and all the hints. Is he talking about sustainable energy through Powerwall and solar and solving the world's problems when it comes to power? I don't know. I think we've been listening to the hints. There's a lot of retail investors just like you and I that have been piecing this together. And simple fact is, we just don't know. But my speculation gave a little bit what I'm planning to do with my Tesla shares, why I feel the way I do. Obviously, it's an hour by hour, minute to minute call. I have to have a plan in place. It can't be based off strictly emotion. But I think we're kind of setting ourselves up to fail. But maybe when you advertise something that's going to be mind-blowing and really put those expectations up so high, typically there's only one way for that to go, and that is down. I'm playing it safe. I'm playing it cautious. I'm going to protect some of that nest egg, and then I will buy back in during the dip and hopefully increase my position in Tesla. See you tomorrow for another episode of Talking About Tesla. That's right.